confession to make. I am fearful of some things like darkness, when it is bedtime, and when I am asked to switch off the light and go to bed. My heart starts thumping. I feel really scared. Is there anyone like me? Wow, I'm happy to see many people like me. Yes, friends, I have the fear of darkness. Good afternoon, good evening, Gavliers, friends and Toastmasters. Good evening. Today I'll be talking about some funny yet weird phobias. Fears, we all have them, but some are stranger than the others. They have specific needs and they have varying level of intensities, which I'm not going to elaborate. Now, let me start off with my list of phobias. Friends, we also experience fear in the form of excitement. Let me tell all what happened to me. I had gone to visit Ferrari World twice. The first time I went, I was very young. I was really scared of the roller coasters. This is the reason why I went to all the rides except the roller coasters. This year, when I went to Ferrari World, I had some courage in me which made me go in the world's fastest roller coaster. Before going to the roller coaster, I went to my parents and said my last goodbye like this. Bye, you may not see me next time. I was all set for the roller coaster. My heart was thumping. The roller coaster started climbing the peak and reached the top of the curve. I was really scared. I knew what was about to happen and I couldn't prevent it now. I held on to the palm rail, my hand rail and my palm sweating and braced myself for the wild ride down. That moment was very scary. So in this case, I had a fear of falling. Yes, I have the fear of excitement. Now let me move on with my list of phobias. Once I was writing an examination. Then the supervisor walked in and stood right next to my friend. Just then I noticed that my friend was shaking. I wondered why. After the examination, I asked him why. He replied to me that he could not write in front of the supervisor. I quickly understood that he had the fear of writing in public. What I mean by this is that you are shy or fear to write in public. Don't laugh, but this is true that many people and even adults have this. So my friend has the fear of writing in public. Oh yeah, this reminds me of my sister's fear and the most funniest, the fear of schools. Isn't it really funny? Every morning she wakes up and starts crying, I don't want to go to school. Everyone will shout at me. She cries like this every day. I and my mother comfort her by telling, nothing will happen in school, all is well. Then she goes to school happily and comes back happily and tells all the tales and starts laughing about her tales. So what if my parents decide that my sister has school phobia and decide not to send her to school? Will this happen? Surely not. Now let me tell you about my last fear. The fear of mobile phones. Nearly 66% of the world has this fear. The fear includes losing mobile data, losing battery and losing reception. How do you understand that you or your parents have this fear? You just ask one simple question. Can I have your phone? Let me show you. Can I have your phone? Okay, but make sure that not even 1% of the battery life is wasted. Isn't it hilarious? When you ask your parents the phone and they reply like this, when you use the phone, of course the battery life will drain. Then what is the use of telling? That means your parents have mobile phobia, or maybe even you. Now I have told you all about these fears. But how do we get rid of fear? Okay, let me tell you by relating this to Batman. Batman was a fictional hero who stood up to justice. He was initially scared of bats. He was attacked by bats in a cave. Then he turned his fear into an incredible source turned himself into Batman. So how did he become Batman? He became Batman by accepting and admitting his fear, and then he became Batman, the best superhero. So just like Batman, we must accept and admit our fear. Then our friends or our family members will help us and overcome our fear. So sometimes nobody will help us and we ourselves have to help. So there is one more way to get rid of your fear. That is to think of the worst. What I mean by this is that suppose you think that you will get a heart attack, think heart attack. It's just not possible. The more you think of your fear, the more you're getting it away. Remember, fear has two meanings. Face everything and rise, and fear everything and run. Over to you.